going there? Some excitement behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Catherine. This is the Festival Fool's 17th year on Church Street, and performers are demonstrating right behind me that they're ready for another weekend of fun. The festival is rooted in the spontaneity of performing on the street, where anything can happen. It's also accessible to anyone. There's no cost besides what the audience chooses to leave the performer in tips. The original Fool, co-producer and vision behind the festival, says laughter is a key element.
It's levity, it's what lifts the soul, I think, you know, laughter, and it's sometimes saying the wrong thing at the right time.
As a token of my support of my
Keppel himself is an avid performer. He and a partner will be performing Saturday and Sunday as Wiley and Woodhead. The festival is far from over, and schedules are posted all over Church Street and online. We'll have the link on our website, WCAX.com. Live in Burlington, Aleksandra Sidorova, Channel 3 News, First at 4.
Thanks, Alexandra.
Some iconic sculptures are becoming a playground for high school students enrolled in Vermont State University's newest program. I'm Aleksandra Sidorova with What They're Doing. This exhibit at the Echo Center for Lake Champlain is getting a total facelift. Coming up, what's happening and when it'll be back up. The rain may have made it muddy, but it's not dampening the spirits at the Antique and Classic Car Meet. The staple event in Waterbury gathers vintage car enthusiasts from all over. Mayor Kathy Eager and her family have been going to the car show for decades, even back when it was in Stowe. But this year's experience so far is a little different.
We are a vendor, but we didn't even set up because the weather is just awful. I mean, look at the mud. Look at the mud people are getting stuck here, tractors are pulling them out, and people wait all year long just for this event. And now look at it.
Elson Perry's two cars, a 1961 Studebaker Hawk and a 1936 Ford race car, got stuck in the mud. He says weather usually isn't an issue.
The last few years it's been gorgeous. This is the worst that we've ever seen it here. But of course this whole field a month ago was completely underwater, so hoping that doesn't happen this weekend.
Yet they're still out on Farce Field, excited to show off their cars, connect with old friends, and make new ones.
But the fact that all these cars are out here, knowing what the weather is today, just tells you the passion for the hobby.
Organizers and dedicated visitors alike tell me they're hoping the weather clears up and the mud dries just in time for their busiest day on Saturday. In Waterbury, Aleksandra Sidorova, Channel 3 News. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Burlington ordained John McDermott as its bishop at a Monday afternoon Mass. He summarizes his faith in the motto, God alone suffices.
But I pray that I have been a priest and will be a bishop who can continue belief in God and further enhance love. Please pray for me. God alone suffices.
An ordination Mass is a special ceremony for parishioners.
I've always wanted to see one, and I was blessed to win a ticket in the lottery at our parish, and I think the world of our new bishop. I think he's an amazing person, and I'm so glad that I was here to witness it.
McDermott is hardly a stranger to many Catholic Vermonters. He has been a priest in Vermont for 35 years, serving at parishes and schools all over the state.
He knows so many of us already, and he has connections throughout Vermont, from the university to all the different parishes he's been with, and a familiar face, a kind face, and he's young, you know, for a bishop anyways.
Knowing him only adds to the excitement.
He is such an amazing man that he'll do anything for anyone. And I'm sure he'll take very good care of his priests and all the people that are working with him. We're very fortunate and very lucky to have him, and I'm so excited for him.
The Mass also brought visitors from out of state, visiting family in Vermont. Sabrina and Lucas Sherman live in Michigan.
It was incredible. It was one of the most beautiful Masses we've been to.
McDermott takes over the job from former Bishop Christopher Coyne, who left the diocese last year after being appointed an Archbishop in Connecticut. Reporting in Burlington, Aleksandra Sidorova, Channel 3 News. The Echo Leahy Center for Lake Champlain is doubling the size of its sturgeon tank, with a $3 million project renovating its Into the Lake exhibit. Executive Director Ted Lawson says the center and the sturgeons go way back.
They've been here at ECHO for over 20 years, started as fingerlings, very small, and they've grown as the organization has grown. To be able to continue to tell their story is super important to the organization, and they've outgrown their habitat. They're ready for a little bit more area to stretch.
Lawson says the renovated exhibit would also help more fully immerse guests in the lake while they learn about it.
The hope is that guests get up close and personal with these important species that live in the lake, and then leave the space energized and inspired to do their part to ensure we have a sustainable future for the ecosystems around us.
Other changes include a new home for the snapping turtle on the mezzanine floor, a plankton exhibit, and invasive species display. Throughout the month of September, they're going to be demolishing this exhibit, and the whole center is going to be closed from Monday to Friday. It'll still be open on the weekends, though. Starting in October, hours will return to normal. Only Into the Lake will be closed. The exhibit will reopen in May of next year, in time for the next tourism season. In Burlington, Aleksandra Sidorova, Channel 3 News. Swimming, walking, and playing ball. That's how a couple dozen kids at the Greater Burlington YMCA's Adventure Camp are spending their summer days. It's a perfect way for 9-year-old Remy Salvestera to keep active.
Every day, I never get any exercise because everybody's at camps. So I'm just I need a camp that gets me exercise.
Flo Getch, in her 4th summer, just can't get enough.
And I'm not just saying that, this is an amazing camp, and I'm sad I won't be able to come next year.
She wants to try an overnight camp next summer, but come back to the Y when she's older.
Good game, good game, good game, good game.
At Burlington City Arts, kids are introduced to crafts like pottery and needlework through 75 different programs. Their campers are just as eager to return as leaders.
I mean, the summer for me, I've always thought of it as this wide open space for kids to really, honestly, sometimes not have anything to do. So these programs give students something productive to do during this 3-month period of nothingness, you know?
Many of BCA's programs expand on what kids learn in school.
I think kids engaging in summer camps is super beneficial, specifically art camps. I know a bunch of school districts might not have the best arts programs, and so I feel really lucky that at BCA we're able to kind of supplement.
But even with a packed schedule, a longtime City Arts camper says camp is a refreshing change of pace from the school year's day to day.
So a lot of times I can just sit back and relax because in school you have to worry about tests, quizzes, projects, all stuff. But you just don't really have to in the summer, so.
Every week is a new camp, so it may not be too late to get in on the summer fun. Check camp organizers' websites for availability. In Burlington, I'm Aleksandra Sidorova, Channel 3 News.